Roots are stronger than steel.
It was the day of the Harmony Tide Festival on Tadra Island. Children ran between colorful stalls while the three peoples of the mystical isle shared songs, dances, and stories by the shimmering sea. Today, our young ones will show us their emerging talents, announced Chief Mose with a kind smile. As they have for generations, may they honor the sacred bonds between the volcano keepers, the root tenders, and the wave callers that sustain our island. Kama stepped forward, his skin beginning to shimmer with glowing tattoo patterns. I honor a Kama, great spirit of fire, he shouted with his hands raised toward the distant mountain where his people made daily offerings. But when he spun to send flames spiraling into the sky, they burned too brightly before suddenly dying out. The elders exchanged worried glances. Next came Lonnie from the root tenders, clutching her family's massive war club wrapped in sacred vines. Blessed pale Kara of the deep earth, she whispered, kneeling to touch the ground as her people did each morning. A tiny flower sprouted but quickly wilted without blooming. The earth isn't responding to me properly, she admitted sadly. The tides of Namia guide us all, called Meha, adjusting her shell goggles and making the circular water sign her village drew each day on the shore. She tried to draw a small wave from the nearby sea, but it splashed awkwardly, soaking only herself. The three friends gathered afterward, disappointed but comforting each other. Our powers aren't fully developed yet, sighed Kama. The elders say it takes years to truly channel the volcano spirit's renewal. Lonnie nodded. Mother says our people have always taken time to hear Pale Kara's whispers through the roots. Meha smiled sadly, and I'm still learning to feel Namia's currents as my ancestors always have. As the evening feast began, a sudden cold wind blew in from the ocean. Far out on the horizon, a faint, unnatural purple glow appeared and pulsed above the waves, like nothing they had ever seen before. A hush fell over the festival as everyone looked at the water. Something felt different to the three friends. Something wasn't right. Suddenly, a tense murmur spread through the crowd. The wave callers are wasting water, shouted an elder from Kama's people. Your volcano offerings send ash that ruins our crops, yelled someone from Lonnie's community. The children watched in shock as arguments broke out everywhere. The next day, the purple glow grew stronger. The root tenders take too much land, accused Meha's aunt. The volcano keepers think their fire is more important than our trees and plants, muttered Lonnie's father. The arguments grew worse with each passing hour. By the third day, the purple light pulsed like a warning, slow and strange. We are moving back to our ancestral grounds, announced the wave caller elders, and we will return to the volcano slopes, declared Kama's people. We will shelter in the forest, stated the root tenders. The three peoples who had always lived together began to separate. This isn't right, said Kama as the three friends met secretly. Maybe it's because we're still kids, Meha said. Whatever is happening is only affecting the adults. I think that strange light is causing this, whispered Kama, pointing to the horizon where the purple glow was as bright as the moon. We have to do something, decided Lonnie, clutching her war club. We need to reach that light. But it's so far over the water. The three friends looked at each other. Could they use their powers? But they weren't fully developed yet. That night, the three set out in their plan. Meha moved her hands in ancient patterns, encouraging the waves to push their canoe forward. Lonnie grew tough vines to reinforce the vessel's hull as it hit rough waters. Kama kept a small fire burning to warm them as the air became colder the closer they sailed to the mysterious glow. Meha looked down and noticed fewer fish in the water. "The sea feels empty," she whispered. As they approached, the three friends gasped in horror. A giant metal octopus sat on a small atoll with its mechanical tentacles reaching into the ocean. "Look!" whispered Lonnie. "It's taking all the fish from the water." The friends rowed closer and spotted laser beams coming from a device on the octopus. "The purple glow is to hide what they're doing," Kama exclaimed. "Who could be behind this?" "We need to work together," said Meha. "That's how we will stop it." "Kama, can you heat the middle with your fire?" "Lonnie, your vines can tangle the tentacles, and I'll use the water to push it over." Kama danced around the octopus, calling on his courage and the prayers of his ancestors. This time, his fire responded perfectly, sending heat that made the middle octopus glow red hot. Lonnie raised her war club high, connecting to the earth's power of her village. Giant vines burst from the small atoll's soil, wrapping around the tentacles and making them stick together. "Now it's my turn." Meha reached out to the surrounding ocean and felt the push and pull of the tides. At her command, a massive wave rose up and crashed down on the weakened machine, toppling it over with a tremendous splash. As the mechanical octopus fell, the purple glow flickered and died. When they returned home, they found the adults blinking in confusion, as if waking from a dream. Kama, Lonnie, and Meha told them about everything they had discovered. The wave callers, root tenders, and volcano keepers embraced each other, working together once more to repair what had been destroyed during their conflict. "I declare Kama, Lonnie, and Meha the heroes of the Harmony Tide Festival," announced Chief Mose as everyone cheered. "These brave children have taught us that our values and beliefs make us stronger. Let us watch the horizon, for I fear what escaped may someday return. Only in unity can we defeat it." As the celebration resumed, the three friends sat together on their favorite beach, watching the stars. They were like three separate roots growing together into one mighty tree. They knew their friendship and the gift of seeing things clearly would always be their greatest strengths. Community engagement guide as a following guide helps families, teachers, and communities talk about the story together. Use these 5 questions and activities to spark discussion, reflection, and action. Discussion question number 1. What happened to the adults after the purple glow appeared? Sample answer number 1. They started arguing with each other and believed bad things about each other, even though they weren't true. What to look for? Understanding of how rumors aimed at suppressing traditional beliefs and values cause harm. Discussion question number 2. What wastes mechanical octopus doing? How did it get away with it? Sample answer number 2. The mechanical octopus was stealing all the fish. It sent out a purple light that created fear and divided the villagers. The purple light hid what the octopus was doing. What to look for? Awareness of intent and recognizing efforts to suppress important beliefs. Discussion question number 3. How did Kama, Lonnie, and Meha work together to stop the mechanical octopus? Sample answer number 3. The friends used each of their unique strengths to overcome the octopus. What to look for? Understanding that teamwork and respect for traditions helps solve problems. Discussion question number 4. Have you ever worked with friends to solve a problem? What did you do together? Sample answer number 4. Yes. At the playground, 2 friends were arguing about which game to play. So, I suggested that we combine them to play a new game. What to look for? Understanding that teamwork and respect for traditions helps solve problems. Discussion question number 5. How can we help our community remain kind and united, as the people of Tadra Island did in the end? Sample answer number 5. By listening to each other, helping when there's a problem, and seeking proof or the truth before believing new information. What to look for? Recognition that critical thinking and respect for traditions contributes to stronger, more resilient communities. This publication was made possible through generous support from the U.S. Department of State and implemented in partnership with the Asia Foundation Pacific Islands. The books produced in this series were created to support meaningful dialogue on the protection of religious freedom and expression.